Oh boy, we got to do another quick video for today because that's how it works, right? Okay, so let's talk about feats of athletic prowess, strength, I don't know, something like that. But anyways, the point is every year or so, I mean, like today I went down to swim 30 minutes, sauna 30 minutes. I kind of keep in shape. It's not terribly that hard. And the funny thing is, I've noticed I used to swim, let's say, an hour and a half back in high school, which was at least 3 years ago, as we all know. And that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to swim 3 hour, no, hour and a half. We did swim 3 or 4 hours for 1 week, Hell Week, right? And that's kind of what I do let's say every year or so. I do something that's a little more than the usual, right? So the usual used to be hour and a half of swimming. You don't even need to do that. You can keep in shape with a lot less. But it's kind of, if coaches only made you swim for 30 minutes, I don't think they could charge as much. I think that's kind of how that works, right? I think that's how it works for a lot of this stuff. But it doesn't matter. Every couple years or once or twice a year, I like to do things that are a little bit more challenging. Not necessarily swimming related, but I did put a list together of things I've done over the last couple of years just to give a nice little sample of it. Spring of 2018, I trained up to 100 3500s in 3 hours, 13,500 yards freestyle, and 100 hundreds of kick. Now, I didn't do that in the same day, but I was training up to be able to swim for 3 hours straight, basically, and I did 100 3500s freestyle and then 100 hundreds kick. So that was nice. That was interesting. And that was, in fact, why I kind of stopped doing a lot of really excessive stuff like that. Is I was doing kind of sets, maybe 30 minutes of swimming, and I was like, oh, I'm not doing enough, and oh my God. But I trained up to that pretty quickly. So I was like, oh, I don't actually need to swim an hour and a half a day. Because I always felt like I wasn't doing enough because in high school I used to do a lot more, right? So anyways, that kind of put that to rest of then, no, I'm doing fine. If I can train up for swimming 30 minutes a day and floating in the pool like a turd to 135 hundreds, then it's fine. I'm not going weak. Anyways, next, let's see, a couple of things here. I ended up doing 20 pull-ups, just being kind of normal, what do you call it, normal, just being in normal shape with the usual little bit of swimming, a little bit of hiking and walking and whatever. I could do maybe 8 pull-ups. Not chin-ups, pull-ups. Those are hard, right? I ended up going to 20. 23, I think, was the top one. I used to do it with the rafters in the garage. It was kind of easier to get up there. And then I kind of lost interest with it. Like I hit my goal of 20, and I even bought a weighted jacket. I did it with 20 pounds, and I never did 20 with those. And even I did maybe let's say 15, 16, 17 something, and I thought, oh, well, okay, well, at least I'll do more than my high without it. I never could. And then I kind of lost interest. It's like, no, I met the goal. It's fine. Last fall, 2019, that I said, I'll run a 6-minute mile again. Again, it's in terms of running, that's not fast at all, but for me, it's pretty good. So 6 minute. I think I did 540 here around the house or up the house, and there's even a hill there. So it's these sort of things that are kind of out of the ordinary. And I haven't done any this year, Oh, here's another thing. It was 2018. Yeah, 2018, September. When I was in, September or June, maybe, no, it was June of 2018. I went out to Pedernales Falls. Not the second time I went out, I got into that car accident. But the first time, I did a 10-hour hike out there. Almost totally continuous. And it was June, so it was already getting pretty hot. It was still not so hot in the morning, but it got a lot hotter. And boy, that was fun. I think I did, at least 30 miles of hiking. Maybe a little less, maybe 20-something, 25. I'll have to look at the map. It was close to 30 miles in one day, and boy, oh man, that was good. So yeah, again, it's just these little extra things where I can still feel like, I'm not totally decrepit. I kind of like to train up to that. And this year there hasn't been anything. So I think since the last thing I did was the running last year, and that's been over a year. I didn't do anything in the spring with the whole COVID nonsense and everything. So I'm doing 100. That's the next goal, and you can see that it's kind of getting lower. Like, oh, 100, come on, that's not. But I've never done 100 push-ups. I've tried that before, but I've always lost interest. And my shoulders and meh. I don't want to overdo it. Right? I want to be smart. I'm not getting any younger, so I just want to be smart about it. And as with the pull-ups, I can do maybe 7 or 8 without any kind of, just normally if I haven't done them in a while. So I'm going to do, I've done about 40, 50. That's where I start with those, and that's where I am now. So I've done it a couple times, and that's basically it. I'll do some, and if, my chest hurts, I'll not do them for a few days, and then I'll do it. If my chest doesn't, I'll do more, that sort of thing, kind of work up there. And that's it. Just wanted to do a quick video, just think out loud, and yeah, I'm, and if I put it out there, I'm going to have to actually redo it or revisit this, Still wanting to do a video about Yes Fap November, but I don't know. We'll do that. But anyways, so yeah, push-ups, 100, some maybe, hopefully. And yeah, that's it.